Vertical borehole 2, high hopes once again, ends with a little bit of disappointment.
Well, to start with, I think the expectation going into this second vertical borehole was that we would come right down on the center of the anomaly identified in Jan Franke's GPR data. In fact, that's really the X marks the spot.
Jan Franke, who is a geophysicist and ground-penetrating radar expert, globally recognized, did multiple measurements in that spot and said there is a very large anomaly here, and it's probably on the order of 30 feet deep, right? And we bored down right in the middle of the biggest part of where Jan says this anomaly is.
Wow.
So they're down at 90 feet? That seems quick. Chris, have you found anything in the spoils yet?
So far, preliminarily, we don't have any artifacts.
I don't get it.
No ceramics yet, no metal.
Why have we not hit that?
What the hell's going on there?
Well, that's it, guys.
All right. As you guys say, it's all data. Where do we stand sitting here tonight in terms of what we saw?
We hit nothing. Now, we got some options to explain that. Number one is, all right, Jan's GPR is based on GPS for its positioning.
We know how well that works.
And we know what happens to GPS, and the GPS is messed up. So it's possible that something could be hacking into the system somehow, and we could be digging in the wrong place.
Right.
Right?
This makes me think of the signals you get when you start drilling, you know, and you've alluded to a possible communication. So that kind of ties in with that for me, that there possibly could be some sort of intelligence or something like that.
Yeah, signals and signal changes have really been fascinating from the very get-go.
I would add to that the material you've pulled out of these boreholes, you know, the ceramics.
That is real.
Right, that is tangible evidence. So where do we kind of put that, given a theory like this?
Well, I gotta say, it's not just the presence of this material that doesn't fit in with the geology there. It's the fact that we found so many different kinds of material, suggesting that we may be dealing with some kind of technology, something that's been engineered, what we would call an assembly, a complex assembly of some kind. That's really tantalizing to me.
Tantalizing, and you know, the ceramics alone that have properties of a space shuttle tile. I mean, that is very provocative.
Well, the problem is that we've only pulled out so much of it, and over as much as we've dug, and as big as this GPR anomaly is, you'd think it'd be everywhere. You shouldn't be able to miss it when you dig in there.
Well, anything's possible. This is speculative. But could whatever's in there thwart your ability to find it? We've seen images that you've captured of UAPs flying into the Mesa and coming out the other side. I'm picturing a drill bit coming down, or whatever this is, being able to avoid or pulsate or move or throw your drill bit offline, and you don't see that registered in your instrumentation.
Well, you know, we talked about this, and the idea that maybe it's a transmedium craft or object like whatever that was, the in and out object we call it. Did it get stuck in there?
Right.
In order to travel through the medium of solid dirt. And if that's the case, we could dig right through it and never know it's there. If it could go through solid rock and dirt and it not be bothered by it, then certainly a drill bit wouldn't make any difference to it.
But you're also attaching, if I read you right, volition. In other words, a will. You said to thwart. You know, it's hard to say. I tend not to assign intentionality to things until it really comes forward in the data.
Understood, yeah.
As we bore down, we're going through every little bit of the spoils carefully.
And I can't wait to see what this operation may continue to reveal.